Well, hello there, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ray Dolan from Mullingar, in Mullingar, but not exactly. We're in the Olympia Theatre tonight at the show. The night Joe Dolan's car broke down, and I'm here. It's actually emotional for me, but I'm here with the man who wrote it. Introduce yourself, sir.
Pádraig McIntyre from Ballyburn, County Cavan, writer of the night Joe Dolan's car broke down.
Tell me, how long is this show going, my friend?
This is its 10th year. I think we started originally way back in May 2010 for 2 or 3 nights in the Rammer Theatre, and it's just something that audience fell in love with and in their own way took ownership from, and we answered to the call, and Olympia always very generously invite us back in February. It seems to sell well for them for Christmas presents and stuff, so it's amazing to play the Olympia once, but to play it 9 years in a row is something really special. I
was here a few times with Joe, and actually I was nearly put out here one night because Johnny Cash was here, Chris Christopherson, and I ended up in this room and security says, out. So I managed to get the second show, but I wasn't thrown totally out.
Yeah, we won't throw you out tonight.
Yeah. Tell me, where did this come from? Where did this... I know you're in theatre all your life, so...
I don't know. I was writing another play, really. I was writing a story that's in the play you'll see tonight about a girl who comes back from England looking for a father, and then my father had told me a brilliant story that I was trying to work in, and then I was working with Pat McCabe that wrote The Butcher Boy at the time. Right. And Pat, I said I didn't know how this was going to work out, and he says, that's the exciting thing, go with your gut. And literally in the writing of it, a knock comes to the door, and it turned out it was Joe Dolan, and his car was broken down, and then lots of things had to change in the play once I decided to go with that premise.
Another question for you, how many people is in this play? Because I just thought there was 2 people.
No, it was about 10, isn't it?
10. And then there's about 10 behind the stage as well, because there's lads pulling and dragging and changing and turning lights on and off.
We've set men and sound men and everything. So yeah, I think all in all on the road we've about 15 or 16.
You're some man for one man to keep her lit.
Ah, well, that's it.
So that's here the whole week, is that right?
Yeah, it started Monday. This is Wednesday, is it? Mm-hmm. And we're here till Saturday night.
Jeez, I love the accent, boy.
Thanks.
So I'm here with the man himself. I'm going to sit in your lap here.
Not quite.
How's it going, sir?
Quite, not too bad.
Tell me.
This is a proper Dolan, man. I'm only a blow-in Dolan.
Do we have the right noses? Just turn sideways.
I don't know. We're kind of a bit, I don't know, same profile. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, maybe.
I could try your glasses on.
Yeah, okay. I can see nothing then.
No, definitely can't see on, but tell me what's on.
So tell me, how is the show going for you?
Great, yeah.
I see, are you gargling?
I am. I'm trying to get a bit of brandy into me here to try and loosen up the vocal cords, you know.
Tell me, how many songs are you singing this?
6 altogether. Okay. Yeah, it's quite short, so
what tunes are in the show?
All the hits.
All the hits.
Starts with Make Me an Island and wraps up with Venice. You know?
Excellent. I was going to say Don't Tell Me, but sure, as we all know.
Well, sure, look.
This is the man, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be singing Joe Dolan songs. Tell me one question I want to ask you. What is it like to get into the suit? Do you get this aura?
Yeah,
what's the story?
Definitely very empowering.
Yeah.
It kind of helps as well that the suit is just a little bit too big for you. So it kind of gives you that, almost that kind of David Bourne-esque feeling of having a big suit on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I've seen pictures and stuff. Obviously, I don't know what it's like when you're in the crowd. But when you combine it with the lights, you know, and there's a big, you know, shiny belt buckle and white shoes and white socks, it's all there. So there's a real glow, a real persona, a real aura, you know, off the character.
Did you ever see Joe live?
Never.
And does many people give you compliments and tell you how fantastic you are?
Yeah, we've had loads of people down through the years kind of asking all the time, will you mime, and you know, or,
wow,
you know what I mean. I says that's they're pretty big boots to fill, you know. So have someone come up and say that to you, it's a kind of a. So it's the best compliment you can get. Totally.
And as I say, when the way the white suit worked and the way it happened was, Joe used to sweat so much. You know the story?
Yeah.
And they had different types of suits, and he wore on television different suits, and he looked as if he had wet himself with some of them, right?
It's a different kind of wet.
Different kind of wet. And my father says, you know, I think it's a great idea if we get a sort of a white suit.
Disguise.
And well, this white, it didn't turn black, you see. So that was the idea.
Yeah.
But look,
is it true that when he had the white suit and that whole, you know, vision was complete that we're going to try and hide this sweat? Was it true that he used to, when he'd sweat along his forehead, he'd pull the sweat off his hand and skate it into the crowd like that, and women in the front row blessed themselves? Is that true?
I've seen a lot more than that, but yes. We have a lady here coming into us now. I don't know.
Right.
I'm going to invite her and see will she come in.
Margaret. Good
Margaret
woman.
is there now. Mullingar. Now we chat now and again, and sometimes she sends me a message. But now whether she'll come in and say hello to us and go live with us, you never know. Margaret, how's it going? If you want to press that button and come in and say hello to us, you're very, very welcome. And there's a lot of people saying hello to us now. But look, what we're going to do is, I know that you have to gargle your throat and get ready for this show. And the rest of the cast have to come in, because when we went live,
the show on.
when we went live, thank you very much. When we went live,
Great to meet you.
when we went live, ladies and gentlemen, the whole room emptied. So now we're going to let the room fill up again. Look, lads, thanks a million.
Thanks
God bless.
Take care.
Okay.
Jesus, there you are now, folks. The night Joe Dolan's car broke down.